Stakeholder engagement in Spring Branch, I think, is very different and unique to our district, and looks very different than it looks other places. And I think the bond program is just one such example of that. I think that really started when we began our visioning work that we've now been through twice. We're on our second 5-year plan, and the beginning of that work was really around what we believe around teaching and learning, how we believe students best learn, how we believe teachers best facilitate instruction, and how we believe buildings ought to support that. And all of that visioning work had a large number of stakeholders, but it was always our intention that every new facility would have and I keep saying the footprint, but the footprint of that community. So even though there are a lot of commonalities between our buildings, there's also a lot of unique differences, and when you walk in a building, you feel that, and you feel the essence of that school and the culture of that community, which was always the intention from the beginning, because we believe in that whole concept of community and neighborhood and engagement. Instead of, I think, what a lot of districts do, which is just to have a footprint of a building, we build the same building, we build it multiple times, and it may or may not, although a beautiful building, really reflect our community. In Spring Branch, that's how we approach our bond program. And so it's as much about replacing aging facilities as it is really about transforming the teaching and learning in the classroom. And I think that's a very different perspective than what you'll see in most districts, that we truly involve our community and that we build our buildings based on the vision and the belief about teaching and learning, and how we want our children to be nurtured, and how we want them to grow, and how we want them to be prepared as they move on post-secondary. It was managed very well financially. It was managed very well in terms of projects and staying on timeline. I think the communication aspect of the bond was incredible. I look at all the communication that goes out from the different departments and divisions, and I'm talking about transportation, planning and construction, just the physical moving of students and teachers and schools into a transition campus and back out again. I look at the processes and the timelines and all the work that was put into that on the front end to be very successful on the back end. Can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that I heard the bond committee say facilities should function and should operate for the sheer nature, or for the sheer nature of supporting teaching and learning. So nice to hear that. It's nice to be able to provide that to the folks in teaching and learning and to the campuses. So from both sides of the coin, it's just been an incredible experience. We truly believe that teaching and learning really ought to drive everything that we do. And so as a teacher, or as a principal, or as a student, or a parent or a stakeholder, when you walk into a facility that you know has been has the footprint of your community and has the input of the parents and has really been designed to meet the needs of the kids and the staff that are there, I think it puts a whole different perspective on a building. It feels like it belongs, and it feels like it's yours, and it feels like it's part of the community. I think that's really, really important, and something that sets us apart from other school districts in our bond program.